Welcome to the YouTube interviews, the effects of the COVID-19 virus on the arts and beyond. My name is Brian Murphy. Welcome. Today's special guest, which I've known many years, he is the ballet master at the Birmingham Royal Ballet. He was a principal dancer for about 7 years. He did write for the Dancing Times, or he might be doing that still. He's also a musician, which we can discuss. He's a family man. And one of his great traits is he's also a boxer. And then, we might have to dive into that too. So yeah, that's right. So welcome, Dominic Antonucci.
Hello.
Dominic? How's it going?
Good, Brian. How are you?
Good. And where are you residing right now? Where are you right now?
Right now, I'm in Birmingham. I'm in the Edgbaston area of Birmingham, right by the cricket ground, a big cricket stadium.
Okay.
Just street from us. Yeah.
So are you telling me you also play cricket?
No.
Okay.
I'm still a baseball guy.
Oh, you're a Cleveland Indians guy.
I'm a big Cleveland Indians
Yes.
guy. Yeah. So I'm really missing baseball right now.
Yes.
Everything else.
Yes, right. So,
Big time.
Dominic, you've been with Birmingham Royal Ballet for 26 years. You're the principal dancer or ballet master, anything in between there. They're like your family, right? What does it feel like to see this affect your family?
It's been really difficult. Now I want to be careful not to make myself sound like I'm in any sort of special situation, because the whole world is being affected by this, and I actually feel incredibly fortunate to be part of Birmingham Royal Ballet and to be secure in our organization. And to have that sort of community with them right now. So I think I'm one of the lucky ones. So when I say that, it's hard, I understand that it's not as hard for me as it is for a lot of other people in the world. But it's been a very emotional thing to connect with the company since we've all separated. We've been doing classes on Zoom, and we've had company meetings online and things like that, and it's been emotional. It's been worrying, of course, and again I'd like to emphasize that I feel very lucky. We're really lucky, and we're in a lot better situation than most people to be part of an organization like Birmingham Royal Ballet. They're making really great decisions for the organization and planning and keeping us all informed as much as possible. So yeah, it's been difficult, but certainly I'm on the lucky side of things right now.
Yeah, speaking of planning and all that stuff, here, and you give me a July 31st date to get back, right?
Yeah, end of July, yeah.
End of July, and to be a dancer, knowing April, May, June, we got 4 months of what we're doing right here, right now. How you said online ballet classes? How do you keep up that motivation? How is it you guys are? You probably being together, looking at each other. This is only a month into it. 4 months later, how's that motivation going to stay around?
I think everybody right now is really focused on keeping in shape and just trying to pull together to get through this. And I think that's going to be, as we go on and it gets harder, I think that motivation is going to be, it's still going to be there. We've got things in place. So we do class 3 times a week. And then our physio center, which is called the Jerwood Center for the Prevention of and Treatment of Dance Injuries. They're also providing daily HIIT sessions and body conditioning sessions for the dancers. And we have this thing called our Home from Home series, which we're doing online. You can visit brb.org.uk for information about that, where we're doing performances and interactions from home. Like yesterday, we were on BBC Arts and we live streamed our class. So, the company is trying to create projects and create interactions with our audience and with the dancers that are going to maintain us and sustain us through this period of time. And I think as we get closer to coming back to work, our dancers are professionals. They're all really highly focused and motivated. And as we get nearer to the time, I think that motivation is only going to increase. So I'm not worried about that. I think everybody wants to see, we want to see each other online when the Zoom classes happen. Everybody's there, and even some of the ballet staff that aren't dancers anymore, they're there in their pajamas, sort of following along with the class. So I'm not too worried about motivation.
That's great. Dominic, that's encouraging to hear. And I think it sounds like the leadership of Birmingham, all the way down to the dancers, know what they need to do to make sure that when they get back, they're going to be solid. But the leadership was also in place for a scenario for this to happen. It's solid enough that we're going to stay together. That's fantastic. I love that. So I'd like to get more into you, Dominic, and about you and how you've dealt with it. First, I know that this is your family, the dancers of family. It's probably helped you a lot to stay motivated. Okay, we're going to have this on this day. But let's get, maybe stepping back away from that and say, how are you doing personally? Do you get on that guitar? Do you have a punching bag? Because we're talking about boxing and punching. Do you do certain things? What are some of the things you do to?
Well, I'm pretty fortunate because I have a lot of hobbies. So I play guitar. So I've been, spending a couple hours a day on guitar. I'm training every day. So part of my training is, some boxing elements, boxing drills, shadow boxing. I do hit sessions. I've been going outside for a run early in the morning, a couple of times a week. I'm experimenting with different training programs for myself, keeping myself motivated, doing a little bit more weights than I normally do. I'm also studying for a strength and conditioning degree, qualifications as a strength and conditioning coach. And that's on an internet learning platform. So a lot of that I can do here at home. So I'm keeping myself busy. I'm reading. So, it's like, I always wish that I had more time for all of these things. And now be careful what you wish for, because now it's like, now I'm here, that's all I can do all day long, and sort of pursue those things. So, yeah.
Well, actually, what you just brought up was pertinent. We are so having all these opportunities to do what we're doing right now. A year from now, 6 months from now, we did all this stuff, and now we're back to what we would call a new normal. How's that gonna happen?
Well, it's going to be really amazing, first of all, isn't it? It's going to be amazing. We're going to all have to control ourselves a little bit, because there's going to be that instant urge to go and hug everybody that you see and, just sort of embrace everything. And I think it's going to we're going to be having to control that much more. I don't think it's all going to happen in one, is it? It's going to be trickling back into some sort of normality. We're so far from opening up a theater and sitting in an audience. It's just a few weeks ago that I was sat, in a theater with, 1,500 people watching a performance of Swan Lake. And we seem so far from that now. So it's kind of hard to imagine what that is going to be like in the future. And I just hope, I hope that we can get back to that in some sort of normal way in 6 months, in 6 months time. I really hope that's possible, and I just hope everybody follows the protocols and as much as they can and stays at home, and because the longer they resist doing that, the longer this is going to go on for. And so it's just a matter of everybody working together to beat this thing, so that we can get back to a new normal, as you say, because it is going to be new, and no one knows what that's going to be like right now. I think the theater, stage and music and dance and all of that, cinema, everything is going to change. going forward. So the new normal, I mean, I'm looking forward to it just so we can be in contact with our, with humankind again. But, we're all just going to have to wait and see, and we're all going to have to create that new normal together,
I think that's a good way to finish this. I think the new normal. Looking forward to the new normal. With that being said, Dominic Antonucci, who is the ballet master at Birmingham Royal Ballet, thank you very much. This really was
Brian.
So cool. We're going to grow this community this way. We're going to grow.
Can I just say that
yeah,
Brian did his first ballet positions in my living room in the 1980s, so I'm fully responsible.
Yes, for it. Okay, wait. Hold on a second. I actually need to say this. I wasn't gonna say this, but I will say it now. Because of you, you were about to say you're fully responsible. It's very true. I wouldn't be sitting here 1987 if it wasn't that you asked me to take class at Miss Nan's. So that's and here I am. This is 2020. I mean, more
it's
years
a pretty
later.
Amazing story, isn't it?
That is a story in itself. And amazingly, I'm still dancing a lot, and knock on some wood. Well, no one's dancing at all right now, but knock on some wood there. But anyways, so I want to thank you very much, Dominic, for
thanks, Brian.
the introduction of that.
To you.
Yes, good. Thank you. Bye-bye now.